Search for equality. Who shall say I am the superior and you are the inferior? Asked Lincoln in July of 1858. The Lincoln-Douglas debates focused on slavery. During the October 13th Quincy debate, Lincoln affirmed in the right to eat the bread without leave of anybody else which his own hand earns. He is my equal and the equal of every other man. As president, Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation and advocated voting rights for African Americans who fought for the Union. By the standards of his era, his views on racial equality, evolving over time, were progressive and changed American attitudes and culture. Lincoln endorsed women having the right to vote in 1836, a dozen years before the outset of the women's suffrage movement. In the 1850s, he told a young woman who wanted to vote, "I believe you will vote before you are much older than I." Lincoln's 33-year friendship with Quincy's Eliza Caldwell Browning exemplifies his view of women as equals. They shared an intellectual vigor and respect for one another's ideas. Lincoln championed equality, believing that everyone was entitled to equal rights and protection under the Constitution. The home of Dr. Richard Ellis, an abolitionist, symbolized the key issues addressed by Lincoln and Douglas during their Quincy debate. Built in 1835, it is the oldest brick house in Quincy and is a documented underground railroad station. It is located 4 blocks from the Mississippi River and was within sight of the debate. Ironically, Ellis, who in April 1843 was convicted by Judge Stephen Douglas for helping a slave escape, was a distant cousin of Lincoln. Hundreds of slaves escaped across the Mississippi River from the slave state of Missouri to Quincy by way of the Underground Railroad. In 1839, 65 members chartered the Adams County Anti-Slavery Society, the first in Illinois. Credited with assisting more than 200 slaves, Dr. Richard Ellis was caught helping a fugitive, Charlie, escape. Ellis was bound for trial by Justice of the Peace Henry Ashbury in 1842. Circuit Court Judge Stephen A. Douglas of Quincy convicted Ellis, fining him $400 for harboring a runaway slave. Ellis became president of the Illinois Anti-Slavery Party in 1843 and a candidate for the Liberty Party in 1844 presidential election. Although he died before his case reached the U.S. Supreme Court, Ellis's attorneys, including William Seward and Salmon Chase, future members of President Lincoln's cabinet, carried his case through the nation's highest court, though to an unfavorable verdict.